As we stand on the podium, the horn sounds. Lara Croft grabs a jar of fishing bait while Vora gets fishing gear. Nobara breaks Shizuku's nose for a basket of bread. Gwen Stacy finds a bow, arrows, and quiver. Hanji runs away. Elizabeth takes a sickle. Karasu grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. Zuri breaks Jill Valentine's nose for a basket of bread. RC snatches a pair of sais. Espeon throws a knife into Natsuki's chest. I don't know how that happens, but alright.
She's telekinetic.
Oh yeah, true. Scarlet overpowers Echidna, killing her. Kidman rips a mace out of Steve's hands. Jet runs away. Mina finds a bag of explosives. Yeah, I added Steve. Shinobu runs away. Sombra grabs a jar of fishing bait while Ash gets fishing gear. Yuri grabs backpack and retreats. Kako Demon, 479er, and Wraith work together. Gavin runs away with a lighter and some rope. Weiss scares Hayasaka away. Yeah. Bella breaks Muffet's nose for a basket of bread. A lot of noses getting broken. Spirit runs away. Yana finds a bag of explosives. Vi finds a bag of explosives. And AI Luna finds a canteen full of water.
Did you add Fang to my thing or no?
No, you crossed her out.
Oh, okay.
I would have, but you crossed her out, so. Sombra thinks about home. Black Canary and Lara Croft split up to search for resources. Bella stalks Gavin. Oh no, I'm going to die. Muffet,
Bella?
One of the bug people from Resident Evil Village.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so basically I'm dead. Muffet, Yana, and Espeon get into a fight. Muffet triumphantly kills them both. Elizabeth makes a slingshot. RC chases Scarlet. Vi tries to spish Fear with a trident. Hanji and Weiss work together for the day. Jet chases Steve. Karasu overhears Spirit and Vora talking in the distance. Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah.
Shinobu explores the arena. Ash questions her sanity. AI Luna picks flowers. Kako Demon fishes. Shizuku and Zuri split up to search for resources. Wraith picks flowers. Nobara makes a slingshot. Jill Valentine injures herself. 479er hunts for other tributes. Kidman fishes. Hayasaka defeats Yuri in a fight but spares her life. Gwen Stacy scares Mina off. Natsuki, Echidna, Yana, and Espeon are dead. Night 1. Shizuku fends Lara Croft, 479er, and Weiss away from her fire. Nobara begs for Gwen Stacy to kill her, but she says no. Sombra decapitates Black Canary with a sword. Mina screams for help. Wraith thinks about home. Kidman and Vi sleep in shifts. Spirit climbs a tree to rest. Gavin and Jet run into each other and decide to truce. Muffet starts a fire. Hanji tries to sing herself to sleep. Jill Valentine receives an explosive. Shinobu forces Kako Demon to kill Ash or Scarlet. He decides to kill Scarlet. Yuri and Zuri hold hands. Bella goes to sleep. The Soul Calibur character.
Oh yeah.
Bella goes to sleep. Steve, AI Luna, and Vora cheerfully sing songs together. RC quietly hums. Elizabeth lets Karasu into her shelter. Hayasaka falls into a frozen lake and drowns. No.
That's actually
no, it's not.
It's not. It's like so unlikely for that character.
I know.
Who's always just like a light-footed and super like.
And super careful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vi, Shinobu, Bella, and Gavin hunt for other tributes. Vora, Yuri, and Jill Valentine hunt for other tributes. Nobara searches for a water source. Lara Croft tries to sleep through the entire day. Ash runs away from RC. Hanji collects fruit from a tree. Kako Demon receives medical supplies. Spirit tries to spish Fear with a trident. Kurisu, Shizuku, Mina, 479er, and Jet track down and kill Elizabeth. Kidman and Steve work together. Gwen Stacy constructs a shack. Sombra fishes. Wraith injures herself. Zuri searches for firewood. Muffet springs her ankle while running away from Weiss, and AI Luna hunts for other tributes. Black Canary, Scarlet, Hayasaka, and Elizabeth died. Night 2. 479er screams for help. Kako Demon, Sombra, and Gwen Stacy discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Ash fends Nobara, Mina, and RC away from her fire. Wraith and Jill Valentine huddle for warmth. Muffet and Shinobu run into each other and decide to truce. Zuri, Jet, Lara Croft, Hanji, and Vi sleep in shifts. Kurisu fends Kidman, Gavin, and Bella away from her fire. AI Luna sets up camp for the night. Weiss tries to sing herself to sleep. Yuri convinces Steve to snuggle with her. Spirit receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Vora thinks about winning, and Shizuku cries herself to sleep. Okay, day 3. Mina, Archie, Shizuku, and Hanji hunt for other tributes. Vi ambushes Ash and kills her. Vora injures herself. Nobara practices her archery. Yuri receives a hatchet. Sombra severely injures 479er and puts her out of her misery. Cacodemon begs for Wraith to kill him, but she says no. Jet, Kurisu, Lara Croft, Steve, and Kidman hunt together. Muffet ambushes Weiss and kills her. Jill Valentine travels to high ground. Zuri overhears Gwen Stacy and Bella talking in the distance. Gavin runs away from Shinobu. I knew what would happen. Spirit receives an explosive, and AI Luna is pricked by thorns. Okay. Wraith is unable to start a fire and soups without warmth. Kidman is unable to start a fire and soups without warmth. Jet begs for RC to kill her. She refuses, keeping Jet alive. Gavin cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Nobara receives medical supplies.
How did that even get here?
Yeah, why am I here? Steve destroys Hanji's supplies while she's asleep. AI Luna sets up camp for the night. Shizuku and Zuri talk about the tributes still alive. Yuri convinces Sombra to snuggle with her. Vi and Vora huddle for warmth. That's the second person Yuri's convinced to snuggle with her, I just realized. Kurisu defeats Jill Valentine in a fight but spares her life. That's very unrealistic. Bella and Gwen Stacy hold hands. Mina receives fresh food. Kurisu defeats Jill Valentine but spares her life.
Maybe it's unrealistic, but it's not very far-fetched.
Yeah, I guess if she had, she would have to have some
surprise.
Like, yeah, surprise or some
yeah,
advantage.
Surprise and also like a spear.
Yeah. Cacodemon questions his sanity. That does make sense. Lara Croft convinces Shinobu to snuggle with her. Muffet tries to treat her infection. Spirit tends to her wounds. Mina discovers a river.
Tends to her wounds. Her entire body.
Yeah, her severed arms. AI Luna sees smoke rising in the distance but doesn't investigate. Wraith searches for a water source. Zuri scares Vi off. Shizuku receives clean water. Spirit stalks Nobara. That's fitting for her. Lara Croft stalks Bella. Sombra receives an explosive. Steve silently snaps Kurisu's neck. Yuri practices archery. Shinobu, Jet, Gwen Stacy, Muffin, and Jill Valentine hunt together. Dude, I would love if Steve won. Hanji sprains her ankle running away from Cacodemon. RC ambushes Vora and kills her.
Oh what? No, don't catch me. You sprained her an ankle.
Yeah. She would do that. Kidman receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Okay, Gavin, Kurisu, and Vora died. Steve stays awake all night. Jet fends Wraith, Kidman, and Shinobu away from her father. Yeah. Jill Valentine receives fresh food. Cacodemon shoots a poisonous blow dart into Yuri's neck, killing her. Sombra stays awake all night. Gwen Stacy accidentally steps on a landmine. Zuri, Mina, Hanji, Shizuku, and Muffet track down and kill RC. Vi, Lara Croft, and Nobara sleep in shifts. AI Luna receives a hatchet. Spirit screams for help, and Bella receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Sombra forces Shizuku to kill Shinobu or Spirit. She decides to kill Shinobu. Hanji hunts for other tributes. Steve sprains his ankle while running away from Jet. Cacodemon, Lara Croft, AI Luna, Vi, and Mina hunt for other tributes. Zuri receives fresh food. Kidman receives a hatchet. Muffet and Bella work together. Nobara searches for a water source. Wraith hunts for other tributes. And Jill Valentine accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. That's very fitting, considering that's one of her perks in Dead by Daylight.
What is it?
Jill Valentine accidentally triggers a landmine while trying to arm it.
Yeah, it's kind of ironic.
Yeah. Muffet passes out from exhaustion. Zuri cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Another one down to suicide. Shizuku, Cacodemon, Jet, Wraith, and Spirit sleep in shifts. Kidman and Bella talk about the tributes still alive. Mina cooks her food before putting her fire out. Steve questions his sanity. Hanji is awoken by nightmares. Sombra, AI Luna, Nobara, Lara Croft, and Vi sleep in shifts.
First he has insomnia, now he questions his sanity.
Yeah, Steve is slowly going insane. Vi attempts to climb a tree, but falls on Jet, killing them both. Sombra is unable to convince AI Luna not to kill her. Spirit tries to sweep through the entire day. Cacodemon pushes Wraith off a cliff during a knife fight. Hanji sprains her ankle while running away from him.
Who gets pushed off and who by who?
Cacodemon pushes Wraith off a cliff during a knife fight.
Real.
And then Hanji quote-unquote accidentally sprains her ankle again while running away from Lara Croft. Kidman accidentally steps on a landmine. Bella and Mina hunt together. Nobara and Steve work together, and Muffet steals from Shizuku while she's looking. Bella begs for Muffet to kill her, but she says no. Hanji screams for help. Mina receives fresh food. Spirit thinks about home. Steve loses sight of where he is. AI Luna, Shizuku, Nobara, and Cacodemon sleep in shifts, and Lara Croft cries herself to sleep. The feast! The cornucopias are replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Shizuku repeatedly stabs Spirit to death with sighs. No, there's a suicide pact. Steve, Nobara, Bella, and Mina form a suicide pact, killing themselves.
Steve is not that surprising. He had insomnia, paranoia, and then also fucking, I think then he also said nightmare, and then,
yeah, and then also he lost sight of where he was.
He also questioned Sandy like twice.
Yeah. So he's like, hey, you guys should kill yourselves with me, and they're like, alright.
Yeah, he shoots them both in the face, and he does himself.
Yeah. Yep. AI Luna decides not to go. Muffet destroys Hanji's memoir out of spite. Cacodemon sets an explosive off, killing Lara Croft.
Who destroys Hanji's memoir?
I think it was AI Luna. AI Luna oh no, it was Muffet. AI Luna attacks Hanji, but she manages to escape. Muffet and Shizuku work together, and Cacodemon injures himself. Okay, so we have AI Luna, Hanji, Muffet, Shizuku, and Cacodemon left. I'm fine with anyone winning except Muffet.
Hope Muffet wins.
I don't. AI Luna, Muffet, and Shizuku get into a fight. AI Luna can triumphantly kills them both. There we go. She's gone. Cacodemon receives medical supplies. Hanji passes out from exhaustion. We have AI Luna, Cacodemon, and Hanji left. AI Luna fishes, Cacodemon thinks about home, and Hanji thinks about home. Night 8. Hanji is unable to start a campfire and sleeps without warmth. AI Luna destroys Cacodemon's supplies while he is asleep. Day 9. Hanji diverts AI Luna's attention and runs away. Cacodemon goes hunting. No one died. Night 9. Hanji, AI Luna, Cacodemon get into a fight. Cacodemon triumphantly kills them both. The winner is Cacodemon. Let's go.